Okay, so for this project, you're gonna want an old book. I literally just picked this off the shelf. It's Revivals of Religion. I don't think anyone's gonna be reading this. I just thought that it looked cool. I thought that it had a pretty cover and it would make a good book safe. So you're gonna need a book. You're also going to need something like a box cutter or just a sharp blade with which to cut through the pages. You're gonna want a pencil and a ruler, a binder clip, and then you're gonna want some sort of like sealant or glue. I'm using Mod Podge, and then brushes with which to paint that on. You're also going to need some parchment paper or wax paper, and then I'm not gonna show you, but something heavy. I'm probably gonna use my statistics book because, you know, that'll work. So for this project, you are going to probably want to leave a few of the pages in the beginning just as they are. And so you're going to choose the amount of pages. I think I'm just going to go with that. And you're going to want to clip those pages back because otherwise they're going to get in your way when you're going to cut. So you want to make sure to secure those. So now that you have your chosen page, you can take a ruler. Basically, you use the width of the ruler to decide where your box is going to start. And so I don't really know how big I want it to be. Maybe I'll go in there. It's about there, maybe. So just like that. And so basically you just outline where you're going to be cutting, how big your box is going to be. I'm actually going to make that a little bit smaller, just because it's easier. Oops. So I messed up a little bit there, but essentially you are just going to be drawing along where you are eventually going to be cutting. Okay, so now that that's done, sorry if this ends up shaking. I'm actually recording on a big pile of books because, you know, that kind of stuff. So now that you have this sort of idea, you want to try to keep the book pages as like even as you can, otherwise you're going to get this weird sort of beveled edge. So essentially, you're going to take your blade, and if it helps, you can cut along the edge of the ruler. I'm actually going to do that for this first one. But basically, you're going to take it, and I'm going to try to do a couple so that I can cut through multiple pages at once. But you're just going to cut along carefully, make sure not to cut yourself, along the line that I drew. And I am going over this a couple times, like I said, so that I can go through multiple pages at once, because this is quite a long process. It's worth it, but basically I'm going to do that. And the tricky part of this is to make sure to line up where you're cutting, because if you keep cutting outside of the lines, it's just going to look weird. But if you miss the lines, then you're actually not going to be able to like take out the pages, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're just going to go over a couple times. I'm having an issue right there, till you feel like it's gone through several of the pages. You just do this all the way around the edge. I'm just gonna probably just show this first part, and then I won't make you guys wait through the very long process of going through all of the rest of these pages. Last little bit here, and then right there. Looks like my line actually isn't even straight. That's nice. Kind of going over and erasing that little bit too, just so that it actually looks nice. But okay, so now that you've done that, look, we did it! We cut out the first part of Prevailing Prayer. I'm fairly certain no one was planning on reading this, but you know. whatever. If they were, I guess that's not, oh well. Oh well, they'll make do. But yeah, so then you go through and you take out the rest of the pages that you've sort of cut through. I don't know how many I made it through. Quite a few, actually. But yeah, so when you reach the sort of the last page that it actually cut through, you just sort of push those back, and then the lines are still sort of there, so then you just start over and cut. So I'm not going to record this super long process, so I'll get back to you when I have that done.